Chat, the struggles of a new Osu player. I've seen this video recommended to me like 15 billion times, and I've avoided every single time because I wanted to save it for this moment right here. I've actually met QQJellies at the CD Invitational. That was pretty cool. All right, she was really nice. Pretty cool. So, yeah. Interesting to see that this video is juicing. So let's take a look.
So, I started playing Osu. Like, I tried Osu a while ago, but it felt really unnatural with the mouse, so I just uninstalled it.
What the fuck?
Reinstall Osu.
Welcome to us.
I've been convinced to start a game released in the good year of 2007.
What's wrong with that?
And as a new player, I've been struggling. Some of these issues were to be expected, and others really took me by surprise, so... As a chronic complainer, I'm here to talk about the struggles of being a new Osu player. The first issue I've encountered with being a new player is information overload. Why are you talking to me about STDs and PP? Did you not read the chat rules when you got here? With time, I learned what some of these terms mean. And you know what? It's not that bad. But then I realized there's more. I didn't know you could add mods to Osu, so I just assumed people were button mashing.
Which is why the mods should be deleted!
Play. I didn't know that meant something. Actually seeing what each of them do made my brain short circuit, because I couldn't imagine making a hard game even harder.
True.
It's the same with player names. Why do we care about a random white cat? Mr. Eck? And who is Ed? You can't just name a random man and expect me to know him.
True, who is
Ed?
Ed?
I spawned into the community a month ago. Okay, well, I've heard the name BTMC, but we're not on a first-name basis. I don't know him like that.
What?
And
yeah,
lastly,
you do?
there's the settings. If you're a new player, then obviously you're just gonna use all the default settings, because how could you?
All right,
avoid that?
I guess
I'm
we're not cool like that. I thought we were, but I guess we're not anymore.
I'd still be using that disgusting default skin.
Chat, the
I'd
default
also
skin isn't
still
that
have
bad.
the map backgrounds or videos enabled. And when I think about it now, that sounds like something that would definitely hinder progress. I'd be so overwhelmed using any other tablet driver than the Wacom one. And filters? Forget about it. Do not ask me what temporal, whatever the heck it is, means.
Temporal
I just did what I
resamplers.
was told.
Oh god.
Number 2. Osu is painful. No one prepared me for the sheer amount of pain I would be in after my first few sessions. My actual first Osu session was only about 3 hours, and the aching in my hands was insane.
Rookie numbers.
I could barely use them for the next 2 days.
I mean, I can't really
It
be
was the
talking
same
shit right now,
aching
so
I
like.
felt when I tried bouldering for the first time, and that's like real physical activity. Osu is just moving your fingers and moving your wrist around. Why did it hurt that much? And why was I so sweaty? There were times I'd showered before stream and expected to hop into bed after finishing, but I'd be sweaty enough to have to shower again. And I care about the environment, man. I hate wasting water. As I played more and more Osu, my body built up more resistance.
Guys, I feel like
to
this
the
is a call out.
pains, but I will never forget my hands being too frail to open a water bottle or scrub my scalp hard enough. Also, I started doing this 5-minute game
Yo,
research
it's like
before my
Kato
Osu
Fitness!
sessions, which helped a lot. Number 3.
Do the thing, chat.
Bad. Yes, I know comparison is
The
the
walking
thief of joy,
extenders.
but it's hard to remember that when it seems like literally everyone around me is leagues ahead. Oh, and I learned that a bunch of the current top players are just kids. I'm not saying I'm crazy old or anything, but it feels like some of these kids popped out of the womb playing Osu, and I regret not also doing that. Maybe I could have been something by now if 10-year-old me was shredding 8-star maps instead of watching Dogs 101 every Saturday morning. It especially feels like there's a huge flashing sign on my forehead saying, I suck at Osu! Every time I do a multi-lobby, because I'm always the lowest ranked player, and everyone keeps requesting some weird alter tech maps, or maps with higher difficulty ratings than I can do, but also, I know how boring it can be to play a game that's too easy, and of course I still want everyone to have fun, even if I'm struggling. So the only thing I can tell myself is, just get better.
True.
But how do I get better? And don't say just play more. It's obvious that the easiest way to improve is to just practice the skill set you want to get better at. But sometimes there are tips and tricks that can help trigger that aha moment. For example, I mostly hovered or tapped with my pen because of my art experience, but someone recommended I switch to dragging, and that made my aim way more stable. So now I don't get comments like these.
It's still
Another
preference, I'd
example
say.
is when there's 2 notes at the end of a slider. I'd have a hard time hitting the next part, and when someone told me to think of it as a triple instead, that unlocked something in my brain and I stopped missing those parts so much. So I'm looking for advice like that instead of just play more, because obviously I'm going to play more regardless.
I mean, if that works for you, that's
Number
cool.
4.
I think.
Annoying people.
Hey, what's up? That's me.
Disclaimer, I am not saying that every single Osu player is annoying. There are just more people with egos than I thought.
Listen, at me next time, all right?
They see the new player in my stream title, come in and immediately type, sigh. I just fumbled another 8-star pass.
Okay, now that's annoying as shit.
Oh,
I thought I was catching strays, bro.
that sucks, man. I'm gonna be hard stuck 4-digit forever. I am happy that you are so good at Osu. If that is the only thing you come to my stream to talk about, you're getting banned. Like, do you expect me to pause what I'm doing and say, oh my god, you are so much better than me. I am so gracious that you would bless a 6-digit player like me with your presence. I have too much self-respect for that.
Deadass, I used to do that. Chat, when I was shit at the game, I'm talking like literally a 4-digit, and I see a fucking 3-digit or 2-digit come into my chat, I glaze the fuck out of them. I suck their cock. Straight up, dude.
Self-respect for that. The opposite is also common. People self-deprecating. You've only been playing for 2 weeks and you're already doing 6-star maps? Why are you mogging my profile so hard? I'll never be
Yes,
this
someone
good.
said this to me.
I do know that these are meant to be compliments, but again, once or twice is enough. Because I've had people saying these things for the entire time they're here, and it's like an hour or two of just straight up self-deprecation. And at that point, it just gets awkward. These comments also disregard the amount of time I've put in during this past month. I've treated Osu like a part-time job, and I also have art experience to help with using a tablet, and prior rhythm game experience. Love, I miss you every day. So please, stop projecting and just work on yourself. There is one more type of annoying person I want to talk about. Backseaters. Look, I don't mind a little help here and there, but I think people can forget that playing games is not only about being the highest ranked player. I also just want to have fun. I am well aware
That's
that
so
getting better
real,
scores
dude.
will give me more PP than just C ranking 6-star maps. But I find that pushing star rating over accuracy is way more satisfying. And the joy of finally passing a map I was struggling with before is unmatched. So instead of spamming to push AC, how about you let me enjoy myself? In times when I am open to advice, I also never know who to listen to. Everyone is telling me something different and listing their ranks for credibility. And all that noise just makes me mentally check out. So surely, I just listen to my heart and play for the fun of the game, right guys? All of these individual struggles are mildly annoying at best. But when you combine them together, the cluelessness, pain, insecurity, and pick-me's, it's hard not to think, is Osu really worth it? Sure, my channel is growing, but you know what else is? My chances of getting carpal tunnel. But then I'll see someone from day 3 come back weeks later and say, wow, you've really improved since I last saw you, or your aim is so much more stable now.
It's anonymous! Wait, is that why he left my fucking chat? I haven't seen him in fucking years. Bro left me for VTubers?
Suddenly, all of the worries and annoying comments from before get washed away. So what surprised me the most about starting Osu was not how fun or hard it was. It was how warm and welcoming the community was to someone like me. I've only been grinding Osu for 1 month, but I've gotten to know so many new people since then. And I'm reminded that beneath all of the mildly annoying comments are just people excited to welcome me into the
Oh wait,
community.
that's my
People who are
footage! No
reliving their
way!
first moments playing Osu through me.
QQJellies, you will go far.
So I'm going to keep playing and keep getting better so that I don't waste all the support everyone has given me. And I'm happy to have found a new little corner of the internet for me to settle in.
Damn, that's dope. Nah, every single one of her points are 110% correct. It's actually insane. If anything, I was blessed by playing this game in a vacuum. I'd like to feel... Okay, so my experience playing Osu as a new player was literally watching some streamer play it, downloading the game, not knowing what the fuck to do, uninstalling. Look at Silas's comment. Bro.
My hand through the setup process, because otherwise, I'd still be using that